Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have a little bit of a big PlayStation 5 warning going on over here on two separate instances, and of course, this may not be affecting everyone out there, but this is one of the more, number one, sought after games, and number two, a game that has been absolutely flying off the shelves, and even a game my own self have recommended to you guys, mainly because I have loved the PC experience so much. It coming to PlayStation means a lot, and I do actually still stand by. I do recommend you guys checking this game out. We're going to give you guys some big warnings, some big things, and of course, if this is on your maybe wish list, to be a little bit more on the careful side too as well. So if you guys will stay tuned, relax, and enjoy, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch down below, or actually probably live up on Twitch. You guys want to hang out and chill and say hi or follow if you guys want, or if not, whatever, let's go cool with that one. And of course, we have all the Amazon links down below. So this is actually gonna be kind of a bigger thing because we've been seeing this issue for one of the most, number one, highest reviewed games, number two, most bought games, and number three, one of the most played games too as well. And this in regards now to Baulders Gate. Now we have been seeing the occasional kind of update slash change up on this one. We've, I think, seen this addressed. There may have been a few patches already on this one, but it's still a big enough worry where I did go and check as of even today that there is some issues with this still. So in case I somehow missed it or whatever, all my research, it does seem like this is still relevant. But this in regards now to Baldur's Gate 3. Now, if you guys have not seen, Baldur's Gate 3 has been flying off the shelves when it comes to the PC market, obviously, but as well also when it comes to PlayStation 5. The review scores are at like a 97% out of 100. It's very, very high. And as well, the also console version has been overall really good. A lot of people have been comparing this to like an ultra-level PC thing. Like the optimization is phenomenal, and everything else we've had a chance to see so far has been very, very nice. But one of the bigger things for this is there actually has been a big issue with it, and it's actually a feature quite a few folks are pushing for. This game is a D&D style game, and of course, if you guys ever played D&D with your group of friends or whatever, it's a very much sit down on your, not usually on your couch, but like, you know, a nice little desktop, tabletop, or whatever, and you get some food, get some pizza, get some drinks, and enjoy your D&D run. And obviously, this is going to be the same exact vibe that I've seen a lot of folks do, and why some people have even like held off on buying this game for console is because D&D, they want to sit in the room, they want to do co-op, and I've done a lot of co-op runs already. This is like a fun game with a group of folks, and a fun group of game for everything. So sadly, this actually does have a big issue for all those folks that are into that genre, where there's a major split screen issue on its own, and it's something you guys should really be aware of if you guys are trying to go get a console. So Baldur's Gate 3 recently launched on the PS5, and like the PC version, it includes support for split screen, allowing PS5 owners to play with their friends who are playing Lawrence Studios' quickly acclaimed RPG on PC. But while split screen mostly works fine, and a lot of other folks have noticed this, including IGN, have encountered some issues. So they discuss this on their performance review of Baldur's Gate 3, where they compared the PS5 and PC versions of the game, where the PC version has been phenomenal. It's been very, very good. But the reviewer, Michael Thompson, says the game's performance tanks when two characters explore different parts of a city, with the frames per second fluctuating while conducting the test in Act 3 especially. Now, this is kind of like an okay thing, because you are in theory running the game twice on console. Now, this is not an end-all be-all. People are still enjoying the game. I would still recommend the game. This isn't like a big break, but I have seen a few folks on Reddit or Twitter or on various social medias go and complain about it, and obviously if you're seeing other various companies such as IGN now bringing up this news and discussing this, it's a big enough issue at the end of the day. So they go and say, note that the CPU is being taxed while doing this work, and it's not the GPU. So more so just because you have so much stuff going on. You have dual screens, like basically that split screen going on. You have two separate areas loading, and although the resolution in theory should be lower due to it effectively being split in half, it's still a very taxing game on how nice they want to make the game run, and how the resolution, quality, all that type of stuff too as well rolls on in. So Thompson reports an average of 27.3 frames per second while testing split screen mode in Act 3, and the PS5 version with split screen enabled runs the game in quality mode at 1440p at 30 FPS. So it's a little bit of a frame issue slog, which is fine to go and see at the end of the day, but still has been enough of an issue. Now, Thompson says the game's performance tanks when two characters explore different parts of the city, with the frames per second fluctuating while conducting this test. He knows that the CPU is being taxed, as we kind of covered over here, while doing this work, and not the GPU. They average at 27.3 frames per second while doing the testing screen mode. The third act, though, in Baldur's Gate, even on PC, is known for being particularly taxing, regardless of the platform, and due to the large area of location combined with the high number of NPCs populating the game locations. Despite performance dropping to varying degrees in Act 3, our review points out that Baldur's Gate 3 actually does still do like a good, decent job and it's still fine. There is a little bit of slog, so don't forget an average could still be like a 15 for a few seconds, and then going back to like a 30 or like a little bit higher, a little bit lower, depending on how that vibe is. But it's enough of an issue that I think people are bringing up this and they're complaining about it and they're worried about it. But I think it's just more at this day and age, more of an issue with the PlayStation 5 console. Not like a bad issue. Like, this is fine. Like, it's still a good game. It's still worth buying. It's like, this is like someone saying like, yeah, like, you know, where we're playing like it's a really fun game, but there's that some baby issues and every now and then. Like, it's okay. It's passable, at least in my mind. But it also has been an issue on almost every other platform, but mainly because we haven't had a chance to see the Xbox version because it's not out yet. That's why we're winning. So this green has proven to be a pain point for every version of Baldur's Gate 3, particularly on Xbox, where it was initially delayed due to the performance issues. So at least on PlayStation did come out, rather than the Xbox itself that just never even had a chance to. Lyrian compromised by removing the split screen from Xbox Series S version, and if you guys missed it, we actually made a pretty video earlier on today discussing the fact how the Xbox is still going to be maybe a worse console in variation to the Switch, the new next Super Switch, Switch 2, or whatever. Lyrian Studios also work on the crossplay support that will even allow PS5 owners to hop on their PC and even pick off where they left off, and now that's something I myself would really like. I really want that itself. So it is a bit of a sketchy thing to see because it's like, so warning, like we still want to, if you guys have a PS5, be aware because this is a big thing. Like in my Twitch stream alone, I've had a lot of folks say that they've been mainly running Baldur's Gate in campaigns with friends. I have done 3 different campaigns with friends. As I mentioned, D&D is notoriously known for getting like people together in real life with some drinks, some food, and just exploring your characters and like role-playing out and having fun. The game is a multiplayer experience. A lot of people are playing this game on multiplayer, and I just think it's at least something that people should be concerned on. Now, when it comes to this too as well, like it's okay, like the game still runs good. Would I still recommend it? Yes, I think you should still pick up the game. It's a good game, but it is still something to be aware of at the end of the day. And people are even still saying this too. We're seeing a lot of publications discussing this and talking about this, but there is just a lot of stuff ongoing in towns and areas, or if you're running to a different area. Like I said, it's 2 separate scenes you have to download, which makes sense. It's like, it's fine. But like we keep on seeing comments on this one too, and they even say it pretty much runs flawlessly at a very consistent 30 FPS. But the performance ones, again, tanks during this Act 3. And sometimes it is just because there's a lot of stuff in the game, which I don't think is that bad. Digital Foundry did go believe that the cause of these issues is more of a combination of bugs and the more of the CPU bottleneck, though, in the area around the city of Baldur's Gate, due to how both modes drop to around 20 FPS regardless now of the visual quality. So once again, this seems like more of an issue on the console itself, or maybe just in the actual game itself being coded. But once again, it's not a game-breaking issue. It's just something to be aware of if you're going to do a deep dive into Baldur's Gate, and people have been seeing issues with it. So I just want to report on the news and let people know. It's like a little bit like a light, just hey, just in case, keep this in mind. It's also an issue for many like PC users. I haven't really run into any issues at all in my Baldur's Gate playthrough on PC because I have like a 3080 Ti. I have a pretty okay PC, and the PS5 is a little bit on the lesser strength side, but it's still a pretty good console, and the game experience is still fun, and I still recommend it, and it's still like a 97% the PS5 ratings, so keep that in mind. But I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. If you guys have any issues as well, let me know. And of course, we have a few more videos all throughout these next few days, so be on the lookout for that. And I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place.